Greetings and welcome back to Queen Tasha TV. In today's video, I am going to be talking about life in Mexico so far. It has been an interesting almost 2 months. I can't believe that much time has gone by so far. But yeah, I will be discussing the things that I've done, sharing some highlight videos of being out and about, but I haven't really been out and about too much to film, to have a whole cohesive vlog. So I'm just going to tell you what I've been up to and share some interesting things. Stick around to the end as I have a special promo deal for you guys. And yeah, let's get into it. So, life in Mexico so far. So, if you aren't caught up with my vlogs, I am in Mazatlán, Mexico, which is on the west coast of Mexico, about just a little less than halfway down the coastline before you hit the little bend and then go into another country. So, I am here. I wanted to stop here because one, budget-wise, and two, I wanted to explore here. I heard good things about here. This was one of the places on Facebook that had a Black expat community, and so yeah, that because it was on the way to the destination which I want to get to, which is Puerto Vallarta. I made the decision to stop here for a few months. So. When I got here, I got an apartment within the first couple of days, and this is a cute little apartment. I haven't had an apartment in a long time, and it's an interesting adjustment, especially being in here by myself. I mean, I'm used to living by myself, but yeah, and I have a really cute little neighborhood. There's a park right across the street and parks all around, so there's green space to walk my dogs, which I love and they love. I'm in walking distance to a lot of cute little things and necessity things like there is a cute little fruteria that I go to mainly because it's the closest one. There is another one that has a little bit more variety, but it's a little bit further away. You gotta cross the streets and stuff. And this one's just right up the block. And then I was using a laundry service. It's right before that fruteria, but they messed up one of my shirts, and they're not following instructions on not using non-scented things. So thankfully, I had a connect through the Black in Mazatlán group to do a doggy play date because my dogs haven't socialized in a long time, and dog parks are not a thing around these parts, and so they are lacking social interaction with other dogs. We see a lot of dogs out, but I mean, everybody's on leash, and if you have a dog, you know that leash interaction is hit or miss because they're on a leash. Now, when they're off leash, they'll play, and it's a whole different story. But so yeah, I was able to do my laundry while I was doing the little doggy play date the last time. I've only done laundry 3 times since I've been here. I've let it build up a little bit because it's mostly towels. It's mostly towels. And so yeah, and I am not too far. I'm a walk, hop, skip, and a jump to the beach. And so I started treating myself to weekly beach walks at least once a week. I'm trying to bump it up to 2 times a week. I do have to walk over to get to it, that can deter the process if I leave too late. But it has started cooling down a lot, so it's making it more bearable. If I leave later, I go out there. And then, let's see. So, I mean, I'm in a town that kind of reminds me of Clearwater, St. Pete. So if you've been to Florida, West Coast, so it's West Coast is the best coast, and you've been to a coastal town that's has the beach vibes, Clearwater has all of the essence of a touristy beach town with the beach being lined by big high-rise hotels, a lot of little shops to cater to people from out of town, and stuff like that. It's like that in St. Pete too, but not as intense. It's not as intense, in my opinion. There's still a bunch of hotels and stuff like that, but there's also a bunch more opportunities for you to just park, large parking lots to just like park and go to the beach once you go further down the coast. But like this town reminds me of that, and I live in like the back, like residential kind of area. My area is pretty quiet in general. Like once you leave the main road, which is a couple blocks up, it gets real quiet back here. So it reminds me of that a lot. As far as what I've been up to, not much. I mean, I've been hustling and grinding, trying to recuperate and recalibrate my funds, because I definitely exhausted my funds coming here. And the plan that I had as far as recuperating my funds hasn't worked out the way that I was hoping. Still been fruitful, but not as fruitful as I was hoping. So I've still been graciously supported by different avenues of friends and family who have supported my journey. So thank you. So much gratitude for all of the blessings or all of the gifts of abundance toward my way. And opportunities. Like I've had friends send me like opportunities. I'm still waiting for those things to turn over and get hired, but it's definitely something that I feel good about that I will get. But yeah, it's definitely been recalibrating fun. So I've been hermit crabbing, spending a lot of time in here. I'm also building another, I guess, branch of my business within my consulting. I've added coaching, and I'm really stepping into my spiritually aligned purpose and path within my business to start to free myself from the matrix in the way of income strategies, which I've always been used to gig hustling and finding different little gigs that I can do to support myself, which have been successful and have been fruitful up until now. But you know, I knew that this path was coming, and I just didn't know when I would step into it. And my ancestors was like, because you know, I had full intention to, one, leave the country with a remote job that I could do, you know, being an employee of something that I got a regular flow of income to feel security, and just to have a release of anxiety and pressure to always, you know, be hustling. And I realized that wasn't going to happen, but that wasn't going to stop my goal. I knew how to get here. I knew how to step into this manifestation, and everything else would fall into place as it will. And I had a, you know, backup. Like I said, the backup, I hadn't fully tested out, but I knew that it would work. And it is, like I said, fruitful, but it's not as lucrative as I was hoping it would be. And so, yeah, I'm working on that and building the business. I also have stepped into the calling of starting a new channel that aligns with that calling. Here on Queen Tasha TV, I've definitely, you know, curated a certain audience, and I'm grateful for that audience, but it's not aligned with my purpose. It's more aligned with my creative outlet. And so that's where I'm going to keep that here, is my creative outlet, but I am stepping into my aligned purpose over on Crowned Awakening. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But yeah, and the next thing I've been really working on while I've been here is like seeking community and building community. Now, at first I didn't have intentions of building community. I really wanted to be actively engaged in other people's things, but I realized there was nothing really curated to my interest. As far as groups here, it was very general, so I just it came to me before I left to start my own group, so I did, and it's called the Inner Child Play Lounge, which is really just a group to be able to have a somewhat day activity, because it does get dark after 5:30, 6 o'clock, but like, you know, daytime hours. It's not late overnight type thing, and it can have drinking, but it doesn't have to have drinking, but it's really all curated to play and bring back nostalgia of like our childhood play and how we had, you know, an inhibition to joy. We just wanted to have fun. Like that was the only objective. Wasn't to get drunk, we did want to socialize, but we were always in situations that put us to be forced to socialize. We were at school, we were at daycare, we were, in our neighborhood where there was other children. Like it was difficult in my time to be isolated, because we played outside, and there was other kids outside to play with. So yeah, bringing back that nostalgic play specifically for like millennials and Gen X, and I feel like it's early Gen X, late boomers that are the main crowd here. It's a lot of retirees, a lot of Canadians, a lot of non-melanated people, and that's cool. But I'm realizing that maybe that's a sign in a sense, for me to continue on, that where I want to go in Puerto Vallarta is where I should be with what I'm seeking, which is community. I'm done doing the whole solo thing and in seek of a partner, yes, but I've been in seek of a partner for, respectively, probably 6 years or so. But I've been single for over 10. So, that would be nice, but it hasn't showed up yet. I'd rather be active and engaged in community, a community type lifestyle where I go out dancing, I go out and have, lunch or brunch, or just have play sessions, what I like to say, or play dates. What I'm trying to do is like a recess for adults. I had in my Amazon cart for years, at least 2 or 3 years, the rainbow parachute. When I saw that like just pop up randomly, I was like, yes, I need that. But I had no justification to buy it because, one, I'm not always actively engaged with multiple people as friends to be able to do it. You do have to have friends to play with this toy. It's not a toy, it was like a game. It's a game that requires multiple people, at least 4, I believe, because 3 is too little. I've tried it with 3, too little. But yeah, so I had 2 events, both with, thankfully, just a few people coming out from the Black and Mazatlán group. So I'm grateful to the people that came to support that. It was also a community engagement project to have another side income, because it does take a lot to plan things and be in charge of stuff. And then I wanted food to be involved because I'm hosting it during a time where like I eat, and a lot of people my age eat between, 5 and 7. So I wanted to have food, but I also wanted to bring back nostalgic type of, because food was always incorporated in most of our things. It was some type of snack. When we were in school, I wanted to bring back those type of like school lunch things, or things that we got excited about at school, like pizza day, when they would order pizza, like that was an exciting day, stuff like that. And so it hasn't really panned out the way that I was hoping as far as excitement and participation and engagement. But I think that's just also a sign that, this isn't the place necessarily, What else? I've been doing, like I said, beach walks in the morning once or twice a week. I did go out in the nighttime, after hours, in daytime times, on Halloween, to Joe's Oyster Bar, which is like a little poppin' spot that people go to. Really, people don't go out there, I guess, till around 10, 11 o'clock, because that's when we left to go. And I was out till 2 a.m. I was like, look at me outside late. It's been a minute. And then I just went for another welcome meeting, birthday celebration type thing with the Black and Mazatlán group. So I'm grateful for them because it's also nice to see other brown people. What I'm realizing in my journey being here and wanting to choose a location and explore locations, it's going to be based on community and community engagement, just not what I'm putting out, but like how other people engage and interact, specifically expats from the United States specifically, because that's the culture that I, am familiar with, to be able to assimilate, but also have somebody who speaks my language. One of the social things that I want to do is language exchange. I do have some cool little AI gadgets to help with that, because for me, engaging with the apps and Duolingo and things like that, it don't work for me the same as like just talking to people and having people correct me and using the translate to see it be repetitive sentences and things like that, where I'm actively engaging in conversation. Because learning vocabulary and learning the phrases, my dyslexia, whatever's going on in my brain, does not allow me to learn in the same way, in that way. And so even though they're helpful, they're not going to be transformative for the way that I learn language. So that dancing, partner dancing is one of my main goals. I need to be somewhere where there's an active dance community, because I want to get back into partner dancing. And the location, I'm realizing as well now, spending a good part of 3 years or so, 2.5 years, 3, being a very distinct minority, like being in Southwest Colorado, where I was the only Black person around for miles or months, and and then getting to Arizona, where it's very sparse unless you're in the city, like Phoenix or Tucson. But I was in the boondocks a lot of the times, and I'm realizing that I want to see brown people. I need there to be an active Black something community and or in Native community. There's Afro-Mexicans here, and the further south you go, browner it gets. At least on the West Coast, there's an Afro-Mexican indigenous like community in those parts. Now, I don't know how they view Black expats, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to be where being brown and being outside isn't a shock to people's brain. and they make you aware of it. Not in a rude way, just in an awareness way. Like they're like, oh, where'd you come from? You're new. You must be here traveling. Versus like, oh, there's a whole community here. They're just out and about. So that's important for me for like picking a long-term destination. Now, Puerto Vallarta might not be it either. You know what I'm saying? I might have my bubble butt over there too. Who knows? I don't know yet. But I know for me, exploring is the objective first. And so that's why I'm not like in a rush to get rid of my RV. But yeah. But overall, it's been enjoyable. Like I have somewhat of a routine-ish. I'm still calibrating to a routine because I haven't incorporated regular movement, which I have plenty of space to do. I think I've just been overwhelmed with the thought of paying bills and making sure I do that so that I can stay comfortable in this situation. I have to figure something else out. But the more that I settle in and release that fear and scarcity mindset about this situation and bills and things like that, the more that I'm attracting things that are allowing me to stay in this manifestation mode. Let's see, I have some notes. I just want to make sure I go over everything. Let's see. The puppies are loving it. They're loving the green space. They're loving the apartment and the runaround space in the apartment when we play. They're loving the big bed and spending time in the bed and the air conditioning. But what they're missing is being able to socialize. There's a dog everywhere in this neighborhood, which I've recently been off of my normal wake up time, which is 5, and I've been sleeping until 6 something. I'm convinced that they're robbing us of an hour when we fall asleep. I'm not getting up at my normal time. And the problem with that is that I end up taking the dogs out at happy hour. And happy hour happens 2 times a day in neighborhoods where there's a lot of dogs. And it's right in the morning before people go to work and when they get back from work. And I don't like walking my dogs during that time. It's too distracting for me. It's too hypersensory for me with the dogs barking and having to control my 2 dogs at one time. It's too much. So I like to go out the butt crack of dawn, bring them out before happy hour. They're in before everybody else is out, and right before people get home from work for their late afternoon walk. They get a nighttime walk too, but so yeah, there's dogs everywhere, and they don't get to play with the dogs. They just hear them, they see them, interact with them a little bit, if we pass by them and they see them, but it's I know dude wants to play with them. Like, that's why he's going ham. It's because he wants to play. He's used to dog park life from us being nomadic for the last, year and some change. And also places that we've been at different RV parks have always had a dog park. And even if there's no dogs in there, it's just a confined area for them to be off leash. So I still have spaces here where, green spaces where I can take them off leash at certain times of the day if I get out at the right time, where they don't have any distractions and they can just roam, because I can control them with my voice for the most part. And dude catches me sometimes on the sneak where he'll see a dog before I do, and he just takes off running because he wants to go play with them, and he just goes to approach them. And Daria's like unmatched. She don't care. Usually she'll stay there as I run after dude, or I go grab her. She's like, he's doing it again. And we have to go and get him. But yeah, so they're loving this. If there's a dog park in Puerto Vallarta, that will sweeten the deal for them. But yeah, it's definitely overall been enjoyable in the sense of just being in Mexico. That was the goal. And it's been peaceful for the most part and enjoyable. I'm right by the beach. And I'm right by things to do. I just haven't been out enough to do things because, I just don't really want to be out and about by myself too much. I like being in my community and the places that I go. I go out to the main roads when I go to the grocery store and stuff like that. But I like being in my neighborhood and people know, me, but not too much, only because I do stick out and I'm by myself. And I'm still calibrating to see, what measures of safety do I need to be aware of and things like that. There's a lot of rumors that go around. And when you're on the ground, you're like, it's pretty chill here, you know what I'm saying? But I do see the little news things that come through Facebook about what's going on in Mazatlán, and there's wild stuff that be happening all the time. But I am in a touristy town, which, that's to be. So, anyways, I think that's the update on life in Mexico. I don't believe that there's going to be too many vlogs unless I go do something exciting, like I said in my previous video on, what's going to be going on this channel. It's going to, kind of be sporadic in content just because I am focusing on a new path, which is over on Crowned Awakening. So if that's the type of content you are interested in, please come over there, subscribe. And I have some videos up there already for you if you feel called to jump right into some meditations, to some affirmations, and some oracle readings. There's more to come over there very soon. But yeah, I do want to be more consistent though as far as vibe sessions. But I want to get back into that. But as far as that, all I got. I'm a little over time than I wanted to be, but you know me, I'm long-winded. So it is what it is. But stay royal, stay rising, and live fearlessly free. I'm out.
In Mexico, this is my main source of fresh water, the 5-gallon swap out. I'm super grateful that I've had the Epic water filter pitcher as a great backup. I mainly use it for refilling the dog water, cooking, and hot water for tea. I love the eco-friendly design with a large capacity for water and the digital countdown reminder to let you know when to replace the filter. I easily refill it with the Mexican tap water, and the water comes out tasting normal, and so far I haven't had any stomach issues. I store it in the refrigerator to keep it cold for the dogs. I do want to note that it does take a few hours to filter the Mexican tap water, but that does assure me that it is working and working hard. So go get you a beautiful eco-friendly Epic water filter pitcher that will remind you when it's time to replace the filter and it's good enough for Mexican tap water. Use my code QueenTashaTV for 15% off your next order. Stay royal, stay hydrated, stay epic.